This video is about integrating Microsoft's .NET Core Identity Framework with Amazon's DynamoDB database. I'm Paul Verger. I've been a programmer for over 20 years, and I'm currently specializing in the interface between Microsoft's .NET Framework and the AWS Cloud. I'm working a lot with Amazon's DynamoDB NoSQL database. I often present at meetings, at meetups and code camps. There's my blog. First, I want to talk about the ASP.NET Core Identity Framework. It's an API supplied by Microsoft to provide user login and register functionality. You can use it to manage users, passwords, roles, and more. You can use any data store that you like. It is a current product available with the latest versions of .NET Core. The .NET Core Identity Framework has a lot of advantages. It provides a login and account registration interface that will be instantly familiar to all of your users. It gives you a tested built-in framework, so you don't have to build the login capability from scratch. You can use any type of data store. It also allows you to use an external login provider, such as Facebook, Google, or Twitter. It even supports multi-factor authentication. There is one problem with the .NET Core Identity Framework. The usual practice is to use SQL Server as the data store. If you search the internet, it's very hard to find a NoSQL .NET Core Identity implementation. Nowadays, it's not enough to get your software working. You also have to make it cost-effective. And SQL Server is very expensive on AWS. There is an answer. It's DynamoDB, a fully managed and low-cost data store from AWS. DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database provided by AWS. It is very low cost, highly scalable, and delivers fast and predictable performance. The ideal solution is to combine the power of .NET Core Identity functionality with DynamoDB cost-effectiveness. In the next slide, I will show you an example. There are two main things you will have to do. First, you will change the internals of the methods in the .NET Core Identity classes User Store and Role Store to work with DynamoDB, while preserving the method signatures. Second, you will create the DynamoDB tables Application User and Application Role. Here is an app that implements the ASP.NET Core Identity Framework with a DynamoDB data store. Note the two classes, User Store and Role Store, in the access layer. The internals of the methods in these classes have been changed to access the DynamoDB data store. I'm going to run the app to show the account creation and login functionality. Here we are adding a user. Now that user can log in. You can see the code in this repository, and you can see a more detailed explanation in this blog post. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions or feedback, please add your comment to the video or connect with me on LinkedIn. I will have more videos related to .NET and AWS. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy coding until then.